Hi everybody. Now, if you've been keeping an eye on the channel, you'll know that I've been doing a series of videos on how well certain games run on the Xbox Series S with a gaming monitor. So this is a BenQ 24-inch 60Hz 1080p gaming monitor that I borrowed off my son. And that is Microsoft Flight Simulator running on the Xbox Series S. So that's the normal TV I would play games on. So that's a 32-inch 1080p 60Hz TV. And one of the questions I was asking myself before I had to go with these is that would a 24-inch monitor running at 1080p 60Hz or 60 frames a second be better than a 32-inch TV running at 1080p 60Hz? And the answer is absolutely yes. The monitor is crisper, there's more detail, it's better in every way. Apart from, funnily enough, when you're playing games that are 30 frames a second. So Microsoft Flight Simulator is an amazing game, and you can probably kind of see in this video, this clip's on, there's my Spitfire, we're above Tobruk. The detail is outstanding, and on the monitor, you can see everything as you're flying along. It looks really, really good. However, because this game only runs at 30 frames a second, I say only frames, I mean, it's pretty amazing that it runs on the Xbox Series S or the Series X or PlayStation 5. You really notice that 30 frames a second more than you do when it's running on a television. I think TVs are very good at, I'm going to use the word interlacing. It's not interlacing, but smoothing out the bits between frames when you're watching television. So if something is only at 30 frames a second, it probably blurs it more as it's going from one frame to the other. Whereas on the gaming monitor, because this thing's got a 1 millisecond grey to grey response time, it's literally kind of frame. So you see each individual frame, for that fraction of a second. And sometimes you get a tiny little bit of ghosting at the edge of high contrast areas, and it's pretty obvious as well. So funnily enough, although Flight Simulator looks more detailed and there is more resolution on the gaming monitor, the 60Hz, the 60 FPS gaming monitor, the smoothness is better on the 60Hz television. Now, on different monitors, there may well be different settings where you can kind of sort that out. But I know in this particular case, that 30 frames a second really shows up on this monitor. Now, it looks better because it's higher resolution, there's more detail, all that sort of stuff, especially when you're looking around the cockpit and stuff like that. But yeah, you do see that you definitely go, yeah, this is 100% a 30 frames a second game. Whereas sometimes when you're playing on a TV, when I'm playing that TV, I don't always immediately notice. I mean, when I sort of start spinning around, like you would in Call of Duty, and go, okay, so that's smoother that's smoother, so that's 60 frames a second, that's a bit jagged, so that's 30 frames a second. So yeah, so that was quite surprising, that one, actually. The fact that the TV, you could argue, is a smoother experience, even though the monitor is a more detailed experience. There we go. What do you think? Put your questions and comments down below. If you're on the video, hit like. If you want to see more, subscribe, and I will of course see you again soon.